Hey guys, Breakman Z here, and it's time once again for another Z Reviews. If you catch me looking to the side a lot, it's because I'm looking at my script, so deal with it. It's no secret that I'm a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. When I first heard about the idea of Disney and Square characters mixing it up in a action RPG setting, I was a little skeptical. Until I actually saw some gameplay footage. Since then, I have been a fan of the series. While I do admit that Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance wasn't exactly high on my enjoyability list, mainly because of the difference in controls and gameplay, it was still pretty enjoyable, and it did help tie in the stories for the PlayStation 2 games. And yes, I know that Chain of Memories was re-released for the PlayStation 2, so don't leave comments about that. Well, Square and Disney have teamed up yet again to bring us another chapter in the Kingdom Hearts series, with one of the strangest titles that I've seen. Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days for the Nintendo DS. Now, in this story that takes place throughout the other games leading up to Kingdom Hearts 2, you play as Roxas during his initial time in Organization 13. During that time, you'll encounter the other members, including the mysterious 14th member, Zion. In this game, you'll take on missions and journey to the various worlds, doing things like defeating a specific Heartless, scouting out the area, and so on. You'll take along a certain member of Organization 13 for that mission. While it would have been nice if you could have selected your partner yourself, I understand that they were doing it mainly for the purposes of telling the story, and I respect that. You can play as other members of Organization 13 in the multiplayer mode, but as of this review, I haven't given that a try, so I can't really comment on that. All I know is you can play certain missions with up to 4 players. Each is a different member, but that's about as far as I know up to this point. The graphics are pretty good, almost as good as you'd expect for a DS title, trying to capture the look that we're familiar with from the PS2 games. And music and overall sound is up to the usual high qualities that Square brings to the table. That being said, let's look at the negatives in my opinion. The gameplay takes some getting used to, as you have to navigate your action menu with the DS buttons, while more familiar players to the Kingdom Hearts saga, like myself, are more used to that particular control scheme. Also, gone are the ability points, and instead you have a panel system to equip everything. Weapons, abilities, even items and magic. That's right, you can only use the magic you have equipped in freaking panels. And you had best hope you equip the right stuff, or you have to go all the way back to the mission hub, re-equip your gear, and then go all the way back and start the mission over. Pain in the butt. You start off with about 15 panels, but you earn another panel for each mission you complete, eventually earning up to the grand total of 40 panels. But still, it's a nuisance to work with, especially when you consider that the panels tend to be different shapes. I mean, I get that they were trying to bring in a new game mechanic for this, but personally I find it a bit tedious, especially compared to one of the PS2 games, where it's a bit more manageable. However, I understand that this is a DS card that we're talking about, and one can only do so much. So, bottom line, what's my recommendation for Kingdom Hearts 358 Days over 2? Well, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, it's definitely worth checking out for the story. For the more casual action RPG player, on the other hand, I'd say give it a rent. It's a good game, but Personally, I feel the panel system and the controls hamper it from being truly epic. Of course, that's just my opinion. Your opinion may differ. So that about does it for Z Reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed it. May your save files never be corrupted. Take care.